Good morning. It's me, Mikey Pipes,
Peter Pan,
and Peter Pan. TGIF. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I love me Fridays. Love me Fridays. We got a bunch of service calls scheduled for today. Hopefully get them all done before 1 o'clock because it's Friday. And Mikey Pipes likes to go home early on Friday. We're going to make a compilation of service calls, like a montage of service calls in this video. So, get your popcorn ready. Get your soda, get your drinks, get your alcohol going, flowing.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell if you're Peter Pan. Your White Castle sliders. Get them ready. Because be prepared to be fed. Because I am going to deliver food to you like Uber Eats. Deep. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button prematurely. Because you know this is going to be epic. Let's get going. So you have a furnace. And it runs on gas. Excellent. And you have gas? Gas bill is, gas is on?
Gas is on. We can still turn on the stove and stuff.
Perfect. Okay. All right, I'll squeeze in there. After you.
Thank you.
When did it go out?
Went out yesterday. I said it was Thursday, right?
Yes.
Wednesday. So Tuesday night into Wednesday.
Okay.
And then, I noticed it was cold on Wednesday morning, but I just thought it was cold. Then my aunt, later in the night, she's like, there's no heat. She goes, I'm sitting down here and I don't hear it turning on.
Thermostat is on?
Thermostat is on. I can hit it and it lights up. But I don't know if anything.
Not too bad. All right, let's see what's going on here with this Lux here. All right. Let's see what we got here. I don't see anything flashing. Alright, I just power cycled it. Blower came on immediately. Hot source igniter is energized. We have main flame. Well, we got here at 7:30. It's 7:34. Friday, January 14th, 2022. And the only thing we did was turn the power switch off, then back on, and she's running. So we're gonna let this stay running and see what happens. So we'll start with the obvious things. Did you find out where the filter was?
No, she said she doesn't know where it is.
You guys know where the filter is?
Yeah.
How long has she lived here?
Watch for it.
You gotta always ask the right questions. Like, when did the problem develop? She said, day before yesterday, which was Tuesday. Alright? And it's now Friday. So it wasn't the day before yesterday. But nonetheless, you know, has it been any recent service or maintenance, or any service or maintenance in the past? Any repairs done? Things like that. Let's find the filter. There it is. See the filter? Yep, there it is. What do you want to bet that this blower some better days? Blow her. I don't need my switcheroo with that little switch, huh? Let's press pause. That's what we're working with, by the way. Let's take a look at this filter. Filter. F-I-L-T-A. Filter. Oh. Huh. Oh yeah, it looks like you even got some growth growing on it as well. Look at that. That's like a Picasso. I think I'm gonna bring this to the Louvre in Paris and have them, you know, put it on display. What do you think?
I don't think they take it.
Alright, now let's take a look at this blower. You know what? Not bad. Just a little bit of buildup on the blower, but not terrible. She needs a good pull and cleaning. Tomato mist. Humidimist. Pulse humidifier. All right. Want to show that to her? Say we found the filter and ask her if she has any new ones. Oh, look at that. A good technician is observant of his surroundings. Same size?
16 by 25 by 21.
Yeah, sure is. All right, I got the new filter in. Geniuses with this filter, with this rack, right? The rack is in line with that. You have to deform the cardboard frame of it in order to get it in, but it's in and secure. There should be a filter rack right there instead, but it is what it is. When this beast, this wildebeest, this thing from, how many BTUs? I can't even see. I don't know. Look at that later. 100,000? No. Eh. Power cycled from the thermostat, turning the call for heat off, waiting about 30 seconds and turning it back on. There's my hot service igniter glowing, getting 110 volts, energized, and shortly thereafter the gas valve is going to get 24 volts, allowing flow to the gas train, this, and then we have ignition. Shortly thereafter, that little rod right there that's on the screen senses that flame and allows the gas valve to continue operating. If this sensor, that one, ooh, hold on. Look at that, what's up with that right there? See that? I don't think it was in a wired anything. Oh, interesting. That rollout right there was bypassed. Huh. BPS. It says BPS. They bypassed it by the BPS. Turn the thermostat off again, and then on again. Hi.
Hi.
Let me give you an update.
Yeah.
So nothing was running when we got here, and I turned the switch off on the side of the furnace. Just power cycle it, that's what it's called. So I turned it off, waited like 10, 20 seconds, turned it back on, and immediately came on. Well, certain things came on. So like the blower came on, and which is normal because it's just the way the sequence of operations work. Without confusing you, if it's already being told to turn on, if the power went out and the power is restored, it's gonna if there's any potential gases that are still circulating in the system, it's gonna run the blower without doing anything.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of any potential gases in the system. But within like 30 seconds after the blower on, the system fired up. Kind of odd. So now I'm figuring out why did this occur?
Yeah.
Now the system's kind of I wouldn't say bad shape, but you can tell there's been really no maintenance done in a very, very long time. Fortunately, some of the things that would normally be filthy really aren't that bad. They're still pretty bad. The blower motor compartment is vibrating a little more than normal. It really needs a lot of maintenance, that system. The filter we located, it's inside the blower compartment, which is inside the furnace.
Okay.
I took that out. There were two in the laundry room there, so I put one in there.
It's like a Picasso. It's like filthy, dirty, gross. Then we turned the thermostat on and off. We did it once, now we're doing it again. Oh, did you do it yet? Peter?
He went down.
Oh, okay. Basically trying to duplicate why it wasn't running. Some of the newer furnaces have like status lights and you like a little clear window in the bottom door. You look in there, but yours wasn't doing anything. So possibly, maybe just like a bad switch, something. Just trying to figure out why that's the case.
Okay.
How long have you lived here?
I've lived here for 4 years.
Okay.
And we haven't done anything.
That was my next question. Any maintenance? So that filter.
Yeah.
So that filter has been in there for 4 years.
For 4 or more, we don't even know because they were previous tenants. So we rent this place.
Oh, okay.
So they were previous tenants even after the owner had moved to Jersey. So
Okay.
I don't know if they did it because it's in our lease that we have to do it. But I don't know if they've never done it, you know. So I don't know exactly how many years it's been.
All right, no problem. So the filter probably won't get changed for another 4 years, but
Well, no, we're trying to fix it.
it should, but it's a little difficult to get the filter because you have to take the top cover off the furnace. You have to struggle to take the bottom cover off, and I actually have to use a screwdriver trying to wedge it out because it didn't want to go. And then you have to like be a magician because it's like it doesn't want to go in nice and smooth. You have to bend the filter and then put it back. It's just annoying. But turning it on and off a couple times. We'll turn it off. It running?
Yes.
Let's turn the fan to auto, heat to off on the thermostat, and wait for it to turn off, and then we'll turn it back on again. And
Bada bing, bada boom.
hopefully, there's one other concern on the system, and I have no idea how long it's been this way for, but it's probably been this way for a very long time. There are a total of 3 sensors that we call rollout switches. It senses basically flame where it shouldn't be. And there's one on the left-hand side of where the flames are, one on the right, and one on top. The one on the right is bypassed. It looked like it broke, and then somebody just took a wire nut and twisted 2 wires together and bypassed it.
Okay.
It's been like that way forever. The system was designed to have 3. It should have 3. If I had that little rollout switch on the truck, I would replace it. I just don't have it.
Okay.
We could order for you, but just to make you aware.
Okay, so if anything, I mean, I'll tell my aunt about it, and then if she wants
maybe
to proceed.
maybe in this in the near future schedule a real good maintenance on it. The thing is, it's anything with that system is going to take some time.
Yeah.
Turn it off. Perfect. So let's turn it back on. System to heat 72. Let's put it to 70 for now. That's about it.
Okay.
Hopefully it comes on again now. And again, the only thing I did is turn the switch off the bottom on the unit itself, the right hand side. Turn it back on, and
the one that's like gas, right?
Yes.
On off. Okay.
Yeah. We did a combustion test, which is basically a safety check, make sure it's not producing too much carbon monoxide. It's a little bit higher than normal, but it's an older furnace and it's filthy, it's dirty, it really needs a good cleaning. But as long as it fires up, and you have carbon monoxide detectors in the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 of them? One first floor, second floor, third floor? I mean, a basement, first floor, second floor?
I believe so. I know we have it in the basement. I know my sister has it in like that little room.
Okay. You need to have one on every
floor.
Yeah.
I'll order them. Order it on Amazon.
No problem. Okay. Let's make sure. No problem. Pleasure. Get anything out of the equation with the conversation? Okay.
I don't think so either. All right. And you hear the blower just kicked on. We got good flame, no movement of flame when the blower came on, so pretty sure my heat exchanger is okay. Alright. Not too shabby. Alright, there's our combustion test results. Everything's looking pretty normal. There's our new stickers. Not too shabby. Let's review the service invoice. Found system not running upon arrival. No status light on main PCB. Power cycled system. At furnace service switch. Unit immediately turned on after power was restored. Allowed system to run. Tested combustion. Okay. Test check filter. Located in below compartment replaced. Cycled system several times both at switch and thermostat. Okay. Model serial number, hourly rate, tax, all that good stuff. And there's all of our pertinent information. For our mobile dispatching and invoicing app, we use ServicePal. Link in the description box down below. I find it far superior and much more cheaper than Household Pro, Jobber, and of course Service Titan, because they just want to get into bed with you and take all your money.
thumbs up, subscribe. Let's go off to the next. All right, off to our next service call, also in Valley Stream, 8:15. See, about 45 minutes there. She got her money's worth. Next service call, also in Valley Stream. Boiler keeps turning off. What do you think it is? That's a very vague thing. It's very, very vague.
Electrical issue, maybe?
Yeah, control.
Oh, yeah.
Something. I don't know. Let's go see what's going on.
Hello.
Hi, is this Carl?
Yes.
Hi, this is Mike from the Pipe Doctor Plumbing and Heating. I'm at your front door.
Oh my God. All right, I'll be there within 15 minutes.
No, I'm sorry, we won't be here. All right, buddy. Be well. Sorry.
The lady told me before 12.
No, between 8:30 and 12. It's 8:21.
I'm on my way as we speak.
What's that?
I said I'm on my way as we speak. I'll be there within 15 minutes.
Okay, so 15 minutes. So at 8:21. So you're going to be here at 8:36.
I will be there before 9 o'clock, sir.
Before 9 o'clock. Have a good day, bro. Have a good day. Don't waste my time. Before 9 o'clock, call somebody else. I'm out.
What?
You said you can be here before 9 o'clock. It's not even 8. It's 8:20. You say you don't respect our time. You don't respect our time, right? We're here. We're here for your appointment.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah.
are you willing to wait until 9 o'clock?
No, I'm not waiting till 9 o'clock. What do you think? I have nothing better to do? You think I have nothing better to do? Wait till 9 o'clock. You mind? He goes, I'll be there in 15 minutes, right? So it's 8:21. Okay, granted, we're 9 minutes early, right? His answer was, remember when I called him, he goes, oh.
Yeah.
He totally forgot about this appointment, even though he got a text message 24 hours before the appointment and 15 minutes before we arrived, right? So, and you know he's texting and driving anyway, right? And if we call him up, he totally forgot. And then I go, okay, 15 minutes. I was like, all right, 15 minutes. 8:21. You'll be here at 8:36, right? He goes, no, I'll be there before 9. I'm like, get out of here, bro. You don't respect my time? You have zero respect in my book. And I don't give a flying F what any of you trolls say. I am here for the appointment. They're not. His response was like, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, you guys who run service calls. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He totally forgot on his way to work, whatever he's doing, right? Maybe hooking up with his baby mama, whatever it is. Totally forgot. And I have 15 minutes, now it turns into over a half an hour.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You don't respect my time, you have zero respect in my book. And he goes, that's the way you conduct business? Like, yeah, we're here on time, 9 minutes early, and you're saying 15 minutes, which turns into an hour and over a half an hour. The hell out of here. We got a lot more. Go call somebody else, just like that. Off to the next. Good morning, sir. How are you? Got no heat? No heat. Okay. Either way. What's thermostat?
There's no food.
They're all on? Well, they all off?
This is on.
Okay. Oh, it's on. All right. Either way.
Here you go.
Look at your head. You got oil. We don't work with oil. No. Is it firing up? Oh, it's on. Okay. We could see what we could do then. That's cold. That's cold. Yeah, grab the bucket and hose. Maybe she's just not. Actually, let's see. Hold on a second. Thermostat. Here's a relay. Why isn't it on?
Feel some of the pipes up there. Other ones. Hot?
No.
Okay. It's kind of like there's no pressure. Where's the boiler feed down right here?
Ah. Dum, dum, dum. No low water cutoff either, right? Nope. Let's see what happens. How long is it heaping out for? Oh. All right. Okay. So this is the boiler feed valve, right? This gives the boiler water if it ever needs it. Normally it's a closed system. What that means is that the piping is all closed, like it has its water and it never really needs more water unless there's a leak or unless, you know, there's some air in the lines and things like that. You have air vents everywhere. But this is closed and it's normally open. And there's no pressure in the system, even though the gauge is saying there is or isn't. When I open this, if there are any breaks in the pipe, we're going to see water somewhere.
Out of like any of these?
No, out of like anywhere in the house.
Like the sinks? Or?
No, like pipes, like heating pipes. Like you see you have the pipes for the baseboard over there, yeah. Right? It's anywhere in the house.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I guess we'll see what happens, huh? Yeah, all right, let's go. Start walking around, make sure and you don't see it. You'll see it probably in the basement, but first floor, let's see if it can hold pressure first. See any leaks, you start screaming, yelling, and we'll turn off the water, then we gotta fix it. And you may not even have a leak, but there's filling. It's this is the main one, which is now hot. That goes around to there. That's creative. Look at that old boiler right there. Wow. Old coal boiler. We got a new Bach. There's the old one. Old Whale McLean. Old Whale McLean. It's definitely seen better days. This thing really needs a tune-up by an oil mechanic. Maybe we'll send Steve Lav here. Steve, you watching? You want the job? It's yours. I know you could replace this bad boy in one day all by yourself because you're the oil king. The oil king, you and Miss Molly will do it. It's all yours, buddy. Let's try to find this thermostat. These are all cold. Not even on. Oh, God. Oh. Perfect. Found the thermostat. There's a lot of air. Damn. Well, the valve was closed, and I don't know, you lost water pressure, but after checking the whole house, nothing's visibly leaking, so hopefully it's just, you know, like bad air valves, the corrosion, leaks that are on the system. Listen, this boiler's in very, very bad shape. You really need to have it, you know, yeah. You know, you have to find a good oil guy that knows this stuff about oil and get, because you don't have gas in the house, right? Nah, so you need to get a good oil mechanic here to really like overhaul this whole thing, replace it or overhaul. Even the chimney is suspect too, by the way. But I just want to get you heat, and as long as I get you heat safely, then we're good. You got carbon monoxide detectors in the house? Yeah. Good. They work? Okay. Make sure the batteries are new in there. Make sure they're functional. You know, press the test button on them, the reset button. Make sure, because again, this is not the best of shape. Even like this front cover on the boiler right there, that's it's no good. It's no good. You don't want to be on the cover of the newspaper, you know. Check that one all the way down there. How's that feel? The one you no, that one. Just follow this pipe.
Oh, it's hot.
Okay, it's hot. Good. All right. Okay. Basement has heat. Need the covers on, but it is what it is. All right. Bathroom's getting hot. Good. That's getting hot. Good. Missing all the covers, though. Anything in the kitchen? Where? Yep, that's good as well. Okay. And behind the TV, there it is. Okay, perfect. Not a rust on there. It's probably where your water went. Automatic air vents all corroded. At least now she's hot. Good. Heating up. Thank you. I'll email the receipt. Please make sure 3 carbon monoxide detectors in the house. If they're not, you have to do that now, today, this morning. Yeah. Only because, again, I know that the boiler's been running, but it hasn't been heating the house, but there's a lot of questionable things with that thing. I'm not experienced or qualified to work on oil burners, but every house should have a carbon monoxide detector. Basement, first floor, second floor. Okay? Have a good warm weekend. All right, you're very welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way to our next service call. Right now, we're in the corner of Meacham Avenue and Hempstead Turnpike, directly across the street from KU. King Umberto's. Love King Umberto's, don't you? Maybe we could stop by there after the service call. Maybe. It's only 10:15. I mean 9:15. Maybe.
Yeah, the pizza's amazing.
Let's see if we can. Let's see how long we can milk the next service call. We'll milk the next service call nice and long, and hopefully there for a few hours, and then we'll go there for lunch, right? And let's go. So, customer service. The service call is dispatched as furnace making clicking sounds, very loud clicking sounds. So let's go see what's going on. Hot or not, Peter?
I'm gonna say no. What do you think?
A 7.
Good
morning.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Come on in.
Thank you.
You guys mind taking your shoes off?
No problem. My shoes are designed to be taken off easily. Yes. You have to learn. What's going on this morning, sir?
Not much. Hold on 1 second. I was supposed to go a call in like 4 minutes. I'm just gonna tell them I'm not gonna make it.
You'll make it. It's 4 minutes from now.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me what's wrong and I'll fix it.
Okay, cool. So.
Oh, what kind of socks you have on?
Nike Adidas.
Oh.
Anyway, so the issue is, I guess we could go upstairs.
Where's the problem occurring?
Okay, yeah. So the problem's occurring upstairs. So whenever, so we have an HVAC unit in the attic.
Okay.
And the way I believe it works is there's forced water, hot water, through some pipes.
From a boiler?
From a boiler.
In the basement?
Yes, from the basement that go upstairs.
Okay.
Before the HVAC starts to kick on, whenever we turn the heat on, we can hear these like clicking noises.
Every time?
Every time.
All right, let's go hear that.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. That's the filter. Small return. Okay, let's listen carefully.
So it's only specifically from like right here.
The back wall.
Yeah.
Inside the wall.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like that?
You can hear it right now.
How long you lived here?
6 months.
Okay. Get used to it.
Yeah?
That sound?
Yeah.
That sound is thermal expansion.
Okay.
That is hot water now flowing through a ambient temperature or a much cooler pipe, and it's moving slightly and expanding slightly in size, and it's rubbing against the outside wall, the inside wall, framing, things like that.
Okay.
Blame it on the contractor.
Okay.
It's odd that it's on an outside wall, though. Normally, when we run, loops for a coil, like a fan coil, from a basement to like an attic, it's generally on an inside wall because it's 100, like literally, it's virtually impossible to freeze. Like you get a nice cold day with wind, those pipes are gonna freeze. So it's very, very odd. So you bought the house like it was. What's the deal with this house? Because it looks like fairly renovated, like recently.
It was built in 2007.
Okay.
We are the third owners. We bought it in July of last year.
Okay.
I understand that the people that we bought it from, they had an HVAC unit installed, so that wasn't part of the original build.
Understood.
So I think.
Let's see the unit in the attic.
I'll let you.
Okay.
There's a light on your right hand side there.
Perfect. Yep, there are the pipes. It's unfortunate they did it that way. It is what it is. 2 3/4 pecks to that Lennox.
They put this in, they just took the path of least resistance and.
Yeah, I think so.
Like
I haven't even seen the first floor, but
yeah.
we need to get from the basement to the attic, and the easiest route as possible.
Yeah.
So, look at this. Very, very long time for this thing to boot up. Well, it's a good thing it was free.
Do you like the FLIR better?
It's nice. I like it because it's new, but the FLIR is reliable. It's just, look, it's stuck on this. Yep.
It's just never turned on again.
It's like stuck on that screen. You may have to get the FLIR because it's stuck on a loading screen. Take 2. Look at that, literally right between, I guess, spouse and you. Sorry, I don't want to assume anything these days, but literally it's right there in that wall cavity, dead, right there. Who sleeps on this side? Right here.
She does.
She does. Yep. And I wonder if they're even insulated. Damn. Aquastat set for 220 degrees. Then we found this was correct because that was reading 220. Expansion tank is full. Relief valve was dripping. So we're going to change out this expansion tank. Watch how we do this, ladies and gentlemen. No water on the floor. Hold that. How we do it, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. It's Daniel Mini-Me. We're in the Vic. I'm gonna get you some Sunoco, because I'm a nice guy. Look at the Vic he's got. You got the lights, the blue lights.
Can you let me in?
He's not letting you in.
No, he's not letting me in.
Oh, you'll get in. He'll let you in right now. Go. Make a quick U-turn. Bust a Yui. And go right into Sunoco. And get gas. All right, guys. We have to drop the truck off because we ran into a wire and pulled the roof rack off. So it's at the Advantage Outfitters. And we're going to go meet Daniel at a job. I'm in this Vic. Look at the nice blue interior. It's got the blue lights. I guess this is where the magic happens, Daniel, huh? So my truck is at Advantage Outfitters. It'll be ready in a few hours. They're putting on a new roof rack for the ladder. We're going to meet Daniel at a steam boiler job, residential. She's adding water multiple times a day, and there's white smoke coming out of her chimney. So the boiler, I know, is 50 years old. 50-year-old Penco steam-fired
boiler. Right after we get some fuel for the Vic.
How often are you adding, I don't want to know.
Adding it like once every hour or two.
Okay. Alright. What's the easiest way to get into the basement from outside the house? I figured that. Okay.
Go through the back door.
No, but I was to see if there's a basement entrance. No.
There is, but it's blocked. I mean, I can move stuff around
Oh, yeah?
through a logo door.
Oh, let's see. It's obviously not today, but just... Because how we take the boiler in and out of the... Okay, that way, that door. Okay. Alright, okay. Not too shabby. Better than going up and then downstairs with a 500-pound boiler, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten couches through that door.
Okay.
I mean, I had one point where I was filling it and I accidentally, like, watched it and it spilled over, like last week, but
Yeah.
otherwise, you know, it's been kicking.
Okay.
I have a tendency to think that the water's hitting the second floor. It's not that great on the first floor. I've changed all the...
That's the water hitting hot cast iron, dripping down the boiler. We could probably see that if we took this off too, but let's go look at the top. There's your steam up the chimney. All right, I hope you enjoyed this montage of service calls today. And if you're listening, Carl, don't respect my time, I'm not going to respect you. Plain and simple. I don't know how 15 minutes turned into 31 minutes. I have no idea. But just another typical day of being an HVAC technician running service calls. Just so happens to be I'm also the boss and the owner. So we started the day off with that furnace. I believe there was a Lux Air gas furnace that miraculously fired right back up as soon as we power cycled it. Then we went to the house, at Carl's house, and Carl was no show, no home. And when I called him, he was like, yeah, you know he was driving to work and he totally forgot about the appointment. And then we went over to another service call of no heat. Turns out it was a Whale McLean oil-fired boiler, which it's all for Steve Lav. I want nothing to do with that, but since he lives, I don't know, 6 hours away by truck, we got him up and running. And then we had the service call with the pipes right inches away from their head, thermal expansion, worked on the boiler, changed the expansion tank and relief valve. Dropped the truck off at Advantage Outfitters, fixed the roof rack, and then met up with Daniel for that Penco 145,000 BTU boiler that is exactly 50 years old. It was installed in 1972. All the steam is going up the chimney, and we're putting in a Burnham IN5 there Wednesday or Thursday of next week. The job is sold, the job is approved. It's going to be a nice tits drop header job right there. I watched that Whale McLean video with the glass tubing for the near boiler piping, and I was sold. Prices of my boilers went up strictly because of that video. Building drop headers on every single steam boiler now. Oh my God, it looks so tits, by the way. Tits. By the way, if you want a Pipe Doctor hat, I think they're around $35, $37. Drop a donation in Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge. Details in the description box down below. All right, guys. Cheers to a great weekend. Hope you all earn it. I know my company has. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.